All right, Tracy Repchuk here. I am so excited that you are here today with me. And I'm going to be teaching you all about the content creation machine. How to get 30 days of content in 30 minutes to 10x your power. But I'm telling you, I'm actually going to do more than 10x your power. So I hope that that is okay if I over deliver for you. And you'll see by the end whether that was true or not. Okay, let's begin, because you are about to discover the most powerful, mind-blowing formula that will catapult your return on investment, gets you seen and heard, and most importantly, gives you your time back. So pretty big promise, but I hope by the end of it, you're going to be going totally delivered. Here we go. So what is happening right now is you are being told to create content, quite frankly, until the cows come home. And that is costing you time, money, worry, overwhelm, and even more tragic, you are possibly doing it wrong and aren't getting any real benefit from it. So head over to the chat area if you can, and let me hear a little "that's me" if you really don't feel like you're getting any benefit right now from your content. You seem to be producing a lot, doing a lot out there on social media. Nothing seems to be moving the needle. Let me hear if anyone else is experiencing that. I'm going to have Dave let me know. I just want to make sure you guys are tracking and you're participating. That way we can have a lot of fun as we go through this. All right. So Dave, anything out there for me? How's everybody? How's the gauge on everybody? Oops. Okay, just a sec. So I'm not hearing you. I think you're muted. You're going to have to mute and unmute yourself. Sounded to me like it was going great, though. Okay. Well, he did tell me we're within the same vicinity, so I could hear his reply. So thanks very much, everybody, for checking in. Okay, and I'm going to be doing this a lot, so get ready to enjoy the journey. Now, the good news, though, is that creating content is the answer, but it's only part of it. So all that effort that you may have already expended, especially if you've done some videos, articles, ebooks, guides, whatever it is that you're working on, when we go through this today, you're going to see ways to leverage that and really kind of at least claim some of that time back. Now today, we are going to cover all the elements that you need to optimize and use your content properly. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the Irreplaceable End Game, Video on Steroids, Content Creation Machine, Social Media Stardom, and last but not least, Shoot and Share. All right. So Dave just told me that there's some noise that's annoying him, and I can actually hear it as well. So I think it's coming from my headset. Anyway, here we go. You see, your business is only as strong as your weakest link, and your weakest link will reside either in time, money, or know-how. And today, we aim to solve all three. That sound good? Excellent. And as a special thank you for sticking around to the end, I'm actually going to give you my brand new guide, Content Creation Handbook, 70 tips on creating irresistible blog posts, articles, ebooks, and videos. It is the only place you can get this, and you guys will be the first to receive. then you're going to love this, because I'm going to tell you as much as I can in the time that we have. I'm actually going to stick around afterwards for questions at the end, so feel free to post those in the kind of the question box as we go along, and at the end I'm going to come back and take a look at what's sitting there, or you can ask fresh as I'm at the end as well. I'm going to give you this free gift, and then if you'd like to get everything that you need all in one place, I'll even tell you how to do that. But first, I'm going to do a quick survey just to get a gauge about where you are when it comes to social media. I'm going to come out of here, and I'm going to set this poll off, all right? So it's called, do you have your social media under control? Now, what I want you to do is answer these. So either I understand where my target is and what platforms to use. I've opened up accounts but really don't know what to do. My social media is all over the place. I have no idea why I am doing social media, or social media is a waste of time and I hate it. So let me do a quick little poll here. All right, great. Answers are coming in. When I hit a nice big majority, I will end the poll and let you know what's happening. So far, we have about 15% that say, I understand where my target is and what platform to use. So that's very good. That is where you want to be. Then we have 31% that says, I've opened up accounts, but don't really know what to do. Very good for opening up those accounts, because that's critical to protect your brand. And hopefully over this journey, I can help you understand a little bit about what to do. My social media is all over the place. That is the majority of the respondents here right now, 47%. It's good. 0 of you said, I have no idea why I'm doing social media. Very nice to see. But 7% said social media is a waste of time and I hate it. For those 7%, I'm hopefully going to convert you a little, because social media is literally kind of one of these elements that has come on the scene for us, and it's a big game changer. It is kind of never before in history have we been able to impact millions in minutes, and that's why it's so important to really jump on board a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to end that, and we will continue on. Well done for participating. Okay. So, this is actually a video that is in a series of videos, but I just wanted to take a quick second to tell you a little bit about who is Tracy Repchuk. For those of you who don't know me and you're coming straight from maybe a social media platform that you've connected with. In general, I graduated with a degree in computer science and programming, and I started a software company at the age of 19. Back then, I was actually dealing with government agencies, large corporations, the lottery corporation, nonprofit agencies, and kind of, Fortune 100s type of things. And I was doing a lot of custom programming and delivering there. I was probably about 24 when I started to appear on TV. My first television appearance was Report on Business Television. And again, just kind of talking about the state of technology. I have been in technology for as long as it's been around. I started on the internet in 1994, kind of before it was even the internet. And so I've done branding, web development, and launching of companies, and search engine optimization strategies for as long as it has been around. One of the big moments for me was back in 2007 when I launched my first book, and it is called 31 Days to Millionaire Marketing Miracles. That became a game changer for me, simply because it launched me onto the internet marketing scene from ground zero. And the book went to #1 on Amazon. It became so popular that literally I made 6 figures in my first few months of being online, because everybody wanted me to coach them through the book. And for years, that's what I did, a lot of coaching. But what I saw happening, and that's why I changed my strategy about 3 years ago now, is even though I was coaching people, they weren't doing what they needed to do. The landing page wasn't getting built. The logo, the branding, the website wasn't getting structured the way it was, the way it should be. So I actually, about 3 or 4 years ago, I switched everything, and now I do a full build it all for you. I am a complete strategic partner with you, and I build it for you. So that's kind of what our company does right now. From there, I started to get multiple TV appearances. I've been on over 22 national networks, really as a trusted technology and social media resource. In the beginning, like when I said I launched that book, from there, that became, as I said, a catalyst for me in a kind of a huge quantum leap. In that it launched me into an arena that was for speaking. I had actually never even thought of it, but the World Internet Summit, which at the time was the world's largest organization for internet marketing, they awarded me New Internet Marketing Success of the Year, and that meant they were flying me all expenses paid from California to Singapore to appear on my very first stage in front of 3,400 people. It was the greatest launch pad for me in my speaking career that I ever even could have imagined. They signed me up at that time, and I actually traveled for 5 years around the globe, multiple times per year, with 15 other guys on a speaking circuit. And so now I've spoken in over 39 countries. My most recent, I just came back from Sao Paulo, Brazil, and China. And that was a fascinating one because I was the keynote for something called the Global Leaders Economic Summit, which was an invitation-only event for heads of states, presidents, and CEOs. And so I did a presentation there called The Social Consciousness of Technology. And from there, I've also won awards from the Assembly, Senate, White House, and President Obama. So that has been my quickie little journey. Lots in there, in between there, of course, as well. But just wanted to give you a flavor for the fact that I have been, over 30 years experience. I've been an entrepreneur my entire life. And I've been creating content and now thoroughly understand how to leverage it online. So I wanted to let you know that you are in good hands today. Okay, so we're going to take a look first at the irreplaceable end game. Now, one of the key failures for most people producing content is they didn't plan what they wanted from it. You know, you create because it pours out of you. I particularly see this with a lot of video work. Now, the thing is, what if there was a step that made the end results more predictable? So this is called the irreplaceable end game. Let's take a look first, though, kind of at the state of the digital world right now. We'll take a look at some statistics. So 91% of internet users own a PC or laptop. 80% of internet users own a smartphone. 47% own a tablet. More traffic now comes from mobile than any other platform. Facebook now has more active users than the population of China. YouTube is the second largest search engine next to Google. Instagram is the second largest social media platform behind Facebook. Email marketing is still the form of marketing with the highest return on investment. A lot of people say it's dead. That is not true. And 84% of American adults use the internet. And if we take a look at the big picture, there are 7 billion people on the planet. 5 billion of them have a mobile phone, and 1.7 billion of them are on the internet. So there are a lot of people looking for what you have. So now you just have to make sure that the strategy you put behind it is effective enough for them to find it. Which is why it is important that you know your end game. So your end game is the result that you want to have happen from the content piece you are producing. So each piece has its own strategy. All right, so if we take a look kind of at the two parts. The first, what is the goal of the content? Okay, so there's generally about 4 goals that you have when you are producing content. The first is, do you want to engage? Do you want them to engage? Do you want them to share it? Do you want to make money from it? Or are you using to educate and list build? Okay, so that means then that the call to action that is part of the content matches one of these desired outcomes. So if you're educating, then you're looking for likes, and if you're list building type of thing. Now, if you're looking to send them to your landing page, again, this is webinar kind of number 3 in a series. Webinar number 2 was all about list building and landing pages. You can check that out. And inviting them that if they like the education that they just got, then, go to your landing page and get more information for free. That's kind of the strategy that you engage there. If you are looking to do the content for engagement, then you're looking for comments. So that's how you're going to kind of measure it. If you are looking for sharing, then you're looking for your content to be redistributed. And again, then that becomes your measurement. If you're looking to make money from it, then you are going to be sending to a sales page. And then, of course, your measurement is going to be sales. And then the next element of your game, once you have established what you're doing here and matching whatever content you're putting out to have a call to action that inspires such an action, then you need to have a strategy in place to repurpose and redistribute what you already built. This helps to make your life easier. This is where leverage comes into play. And so if you're looking to increase the return of investment on your content, then it will happen in this step, which is actually the step that most people skip. And so we're going to take a look, kind of the whole elements today on repurposing and redistribution. That way, you can kind of jump off the content creation crazy train and start to get in a place that is far more calm and calculated in everything that you do. Okay? All right. Let's take a look first then. Why is content so important? And quite frankly, if you aren't even doing content, then you are really behind in the game, because this is the element that gets you seen and heard. All right. So the first reason you want to be doing this is to establish authority and credibility. So you do that with articles, videos, press releases, webinars. All right. Secondly, you use it to build brand awareness. The more you are seen and heard, the more your brand starts to get traction. Honestly, I no longer go looking for speaking gigs, telesummits. People come to me, and that was a result of building brand awareness. You are looking, it helps to really kind of attract an audience and elicit kind of client engagement. So the more you are seen by your audience and clients, the more they feel and stay connected with you. It also, of course, helps you to raise your rates and kind of make sure that you are getting paid what you're worth. The other major benefit is for lead generation. When you're creating content to fill your marketing funnel, you just want to make sure that you are sending to your landing page. Again, this was webinar number 2. And this is a critical step to making money while you sleep. And one of the main reasons you should actually be creating content is for lead generation. The main reason for this is, as much as I love social media, you've got to remember, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, all of those platforms, if anything goes wrong or they no longer like you, they can cut you off, remove you. And then all those followers and all of that activity that you were doing is lost. And so you want to be making sure that when you are doing your social media, you are pushing them to a landing page. And last but not least, a major benefit is website traffic and search engine optimization. You know, the god of the internet is Google. So if you aren't putting up your content where you should be, and I'll be telling you some of the specifics for this later, kind of with keyword optimization, then you will not get any new traffic and you will not be found, seen, or heard. This is a critical misstep as well that we'll fix as we go along. The second element is video on steroids. So Facebook Live has now the power of TV broadcasting right in your hands. We are literally a binge watching, content consuming society now. This is truly the information age. And Facebook Live has become the game changer. More video content is uploaded and consumed in 30 days than all three major US TV networks combined in the last 30 years. So YouTube, of course, is a critical distribution network, but Facebook Live allows you to simply point a camera at yourself and start talking in a two-way stream flow to however many show up. And here's the key. Believe it or not, we are at the early stages of Facebook Live. Again, Facebook Live was the first webinar that I did in this series, and I'll tell you in a bit how to catch up if you haven't been watching those. So you are about to be an early adopter, like PewDiePie was in YouTube, and now he's made literally over $124 million using it. So can you imagine your life when you start to make easy money just by doing what you love? Now, unlike YouTube, Facebook Live made it super easy. All you need is a phone in the app. That's it. No pre-production, lighting, post-production, broadcast network. It's raw, authentic, and all about you and your message. So let me hear some yeses in the chat room if you like what you're doing to be easy. Let me hear that they're listening out there, Dave.
Yes, we're getting yeses. Absolutely.
Okay, good.
It's just streaming by. They're definitely all paying attention. I think it's real captivating stuff. It's so new and so pervasive about everything they're doing.
Awesome.
Yes, from Cheryl Jennings.
Yay.
Janine, yes, yeah, lots of them.
Okay, super. And you've heard me talk about a couple times that this was this is the third webinar as part of a sequence. Let me just back you up for those of you who are just joining me on this one. All right, so you might just be coming to this webinar not knowing that it was part of a series. So I only bring this up now because at this point, if you are thinking, what would I even talk about on Facebook Live? Training webinar number 1 is all about Facebook Live, and it will clearly spell that out for you, what you should be talking about and how to do it and why, okay? So later you can go and check that one out. Now, video number 2, you've heard me talk about this as well, is it's all about the landing page and list building, okay? Because if you aren't doing that, what are you doing to create a sustainable business that you don't have to slave over yet every day? Again, webinar number 2 was all about creating a freedom lifestyle. Then later, this video will appear in slot number 3 over at quantumleapbusiness.com. So you can jot that down knowing that there is a replay, and if you want to see it, the other videos are actually what built up to this moment because there is this game-changing sequence. And that way, if you do happen to be able to watch all 3, there's going to be no gaps for you. Okay? So now, though, we're going to be focusing on the next step, which is content creation. We've studied Facebook Live. We know how to do it thoroughly. Step 2 was we've got our landing page list building foundation in place, which means all of the media that we're about to produce and the content that we're about to get out there is going to satisfy one of those 4 criteria. And if one of those criteria happen to be list building, then you're driving it to the landing page. Okay, so you want to set your goal now to be doing a Facebook broadcast every week. People love consistency and predictability. And if you are thinking you don't have the time, honestly, it is less than 30 minutes a week to create the most mind-blowing content and that you can. And when I show you how to how to put it through the distribution formula, that is literally going to blow your mind. So that's the good news. It's easy. Like I mentioned, this is not a high-end studio deal. This is just authentic, raw you pointing a camera and talking about what you already know. Okay, I do not want you to overthink this. The best news for those of you who are freaking out about now, thinking, I don't want to go live until I feel more comfortable, then this is really for you. You do not have to go live if you don't want to. Okay, and here's how you do that. From your iPhone, it's a simple setting when you broadcast. Okay, so you go to your Facebook page, you select your broadcast, then select only me. You'll notice mostly it's used to, you're used to sharing all of your stuff with public. But in this situation, you're going to select only me, and voila, you are recording and broadcasting to yourself. So there's no need to panic. So are you getting this? All right. And then off you are running to the show. So now I want you to strap on your jetpacks because we are about to hit the mother load. And I'll tell you right now, this is going to go fast. And so chances are you cannot write and keep this up. You will probably have to watch this again. So you are going to start by achieving your goal, which is to do one Facebook live stream every week. All right, just 30 minutes of your time, lapping like, just saying what you know and what you know how to do anyway. Okay, and voila. Your content creation machine magnificence has begun because I'm going to show you now how to get that one video out there in a way that's going to rock your world. So are you ready? Dave, let me see ready in the chat room so I know they're paying attention, because if you blink right now, you will miss this. This is how fast this is about to go.
Yeah, all the readies are coming.
Okay, excellent. Okay, this
Everybody's
is
ready
good.
now.
I'm glad because I
Great to
tell you,
see.
when I put this together, I blew my own mind. So here we go. Okay, first, you're going to take that video that you just recorded, right, on your Facebook Live, and you're going to, if you want to, boost that post. Okay, so it's like $5. You can get thousands of views. That's if you really like the content that you produced. In the beginning, if you don't want to, no problem. Facebook Live will Facebook will promote you like crazy because it loves its own content. All right, so now I'm going to put a counter at the bottom. You see the 1, right? So now you've done that 30-minute video and you've posted it in one place on Facebook. And of course, in this situation now, you can have it just on Facebook or you can boost your post. That is one use. Now you can go and get that transcribed. Okay, you can go to a place such as rev.com. It's about $1 per minute, and you will get about 4,500 words back when you can, and then you'll also get about 5 major points from that and at least about 20 sub points. So now we have written content that we can go crazy with from no effort on our part. All right, all we did was already say it and turn it over. The next step is you are going to upload that Facebook Live video to YouTube. All right. So now at that moment, you've got 2 places, okay, that it's going live. Then once you have uploaded to YouTube, you now share that YouTube video to your social media. Okay. So you are going to then share it to LinkedIn, Google Plus, Pinterest. In my case, I share it to Tumblr. If you don't have Tumblr, it's no big deal. It's just another blog, a content-based blog. And then to Twitter. You're obviously not going to share this to Facebook because it's already, the original content already resides there. And in the case, if you boosted it, they're going to be promoting you like crazy. So here we now have 7 times we have shared, distributed, used, and promoted that same content. Okay. Now in the promotion, you'll know that I was going to tell you the #1 key to create content that gets shared. Okay, so before we get too deep into the content, here it is. First, you have to be the black sheep. Do not follow or say or do what everyone else is. And this is real simple. Why? You just be you Say you and do you. That's all you have to do at this point. You're not looking here to, um, again, be part of the herd, okay? You're looking here to make your difference. Every single one of you came down with a very unique message that needs to reach millions, right? And this is the way we begin. The second way to create content that gets shared is to use stories. Even Plato said, "Those who tell the stories rule society." You know, the answers are already here. You just have to use them. So can you see what I mean by this? Now we're going to go into hyperdrive though, and I'm going to turn on the content creation machine. I promised you 10x, but wait till you see what we have in store. Now you're going to take that transcription. You're going to see also that I've got like a T or a V in the corner. That's to help you kind of follow this formula, right? So you're going to take that transcription that we got done by rev.com or whoever you want, and we are going to create 5 blog posts from that, okay? So a blog post is about 250 to 300 words. We had 4,500 words in there. You pull out little chunks, and then you can queue it so that 1 blog posts per day if you want to get Google's attention, or you can simply let 1 go out per week, whichever you want to do. At this point now, we have another 5 on top of our queue, all right? So that is 12 times that we have used that content. And it's separated enough that Google will never see it as being duplicate. Then again, you take that T, that transcript, and you create an article from it. And you post that article on eZineArticles.com. This will get you a high page rank site. Okay, that's why we're going to post it there, which Google, of course, likes. And again, if you need help doing this stuff, you can just go to Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com, and hire someone for $5. Okay. Now at this point, you can see that we have shared it 13 times. We are now going to take that same transcription and we're going to grab 20 quotes. That's just 20 little sentences, right? And from those, you can have 20 memes created, okay? So a meme is just this graphic little element that you have here, and then you create one of these, okay? Really simple. And then you're going to post it into, Instagram, Pinterest, Google Plus, Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So now we've got 20 memes, all right, times 6 for another 120. That's a total of 133 shares. All right, yes, that number is correct. And get this, I'm not even including Snapchat at this moment, which I'll talk about in a minute. Then you can actually take those original quotes that we originally got and made into a graphic element, right? And you can just post them raw onto Twitter. That makes 153 shares. All right. So can you see how fast we have gone from a 30-minute video to 153 elements that we can share and distribute, okay? So I mean for you to understand, you don't need to be cranking out content. You just be needing to leverage the content that you already have. All right, so here's an example of a meme, okay? It's just a graphic element. It's somewhat interesting. It's telling people to do some sort of call to action. And remember, one of those call to actions are going to be things like share, engage, sell, right? Or kind of list build, okay? Send to a landing page. So let's take a look at, I wanted to stop for a moment here, and because a lot of people at this point right here, I've had a lot of people say in my courses and that we're in teaching, oh, you just lost me now, right? I can't do this part, okay? But the answer is you can, and I'm going to show you how I create a meme. Okay. Now you can use a tool called Canva. All right. So you can go over there and you can create your meme like that. All right. So, but I'm going to show you what I do. It is like if you want to call it the poor man's way to, to create graphics. Okay. So here we go. What I do is I put all of my raw elements in Keynote. So Keynote, PowerPoint, whatever it is that you use. Okay. Now, so for example, I'll have I'll have a text box here. Oh, let me go down to the raw form here. I'll have a text box that I've set up. I get my pictures at Pixabay. I actually get my pictures from a lot of places. Graphic Stock is one of them, but that one you pay for. Pixabay is free. Okay. I have a core message that I use, which my hashtag is reach millions. And then with my thing, let's just say for this example, I will have multiple pages like this, which include a box. See kind of this box right here? That's the size for Facebook, all right? So I'll have different pages like this that have different elements that I use and grab. Then I've got a typical little box, a quote box, and my book. So I will have all different, like in the case of today's webinar, I may have build one of these quickly that promotes that free guide and the webinar, right? So let me just show you how I do this. Now, I can do it really quick, but showing you will take me a little more time. But I want to show you how easy this can be. So you're going to just grab the graphic element, all right? And you're going to copy it over to a box, all right? Then let's just put a color in it for now, okay? Then I would go back here and I would go to Pixabay and I'd grab a picture. I've already grabbed a picture for speed's sake, but there's hundreds up there, okay? And I'm just going to plunk the picture right here. Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to grab some elements. So let's say I grab this and this. Okay, so these are, if you saw my sample, okay, you could see that it was something like this. I would put the take action or the hashtag and then the call to action. So here I'm just going to go and I'll grab a box here, maybe put that there and put that there. Okay, these were easy to create. All I did was create them with an insert, a shape. Okay, and let's bring one down and let's say I grab a rectangle here. So you can make it whatever shape you want. Let's say you wanted more of a box type of thing. You could do that. And then what you do is you, again, your things are different. I'm doing this right now in Keynote, but you can select any color. You know, you can change the color you want to whatever you want. Let's say I wanted to go blue. This is the one thing you do switch with and play with is the opaqueness. Okay, so I've just reduced that. That's so you can see what's behind it. Okay, so see how that works. See how you can see what's behind it. Or in this case, that's a solid one if you wanted it to just be right over top. So these are how I create the different elements there. Now I'm just going to grab the text. Okay, grab the text. I'm going to grab the book at the same time. Bring that over here. Dump those elements. I'm going to reach millions up above here. I'm going to get started over here. I'm going to bring my book down here. Okay. And then I would come up with, and I'm going to bring this to the front, arrange, bring to front. I would have grabbed those 20 texts that I was talking about, right? What did we want? We wanted 20 quotes. I just happened to grab one from this, Those Who Tell the Stories Rule Society by Plato. Then let's say I didn't want this to be black. I actually wanted this to be white. And so I just go to text and I'm going to change the color. And there we go. Okay, boom. I've got a meme. Okay, that's as complicated as this whole thing needs to be. And then in my case, I do the Control-Alt-4. I actually just grab this, do a screenshot of it, and then that will post. I could post that right now to Facebook if I wanted to. Okay, maybe if I have a little time at the end, I will do that to just show you. But that's it. So I don't want this part to stop you. I wanted to show you how easy it'd be, or you can just go to Canva. Alrighty, here we go. Let's continue on, okay? Now, I also want to show how easy this is so that you don't have any barriers, and that's, again, um, the point of reducing and making and showing you that it can be as simple as you need it to be. So let's get the afterburners are going to go into play right here, because now we're going to take that video, right? The video that we had, the original video that you did with your Facebook Live, we're going to break it down into 10 one-minute videos. Again, you can get Fiverr to do this for you if you'd like, or if you get Adapt, literally there's a lot of video programs. You just watch and cut and cut and beginning and an end, okay? Now when we do this, we can pull out, let's say, 10 one-minute videos from that 30-minute video, okay? And you're going to post that to YouTube. So another 10 on top gives us 163 shares, okay? And then those 10 videos, which sit in your YouTube, you will again share to the master social media platforms, okay? And that is as simple as, clicking on the share button. Now, the first one you have to share, though, is we've got that 173 coming in, is on Instagram, okay? You have to do that manually, so you'll share all 10 of those. That gives us another 10, okay, on top of that, to 183 shares, right? Then we go to the simple share method right down at the bottom. This is what your screen looks like. When you got a video, you click on that share button, and now you're just going to share and click on LinkedIn, Google+, Pinterest, Twitter, and Facebook. In this situation, we're going to post on Facebook as well, because these are 10 1-minute. This is not the original posting, okay? And so what are we at now? 223 shares, all from one 30-minute video. Okay, I want to hear that your mind has just been blown by having you type "mind blown" in the chat area. Honestly, anyone can do this. Tell me out there, Dave, including yourself, because this is your first time seeing this. This is a brand new presentation. Has your mind been blown right now?
It's definitely been blown. I mean, it's really awesome on how, you've made it so simple in terms of just taking that basic content and all the things that are available online, all the different social media platforms. People love to watch videos in YouTube, so taking that there, people, in like Instagram and Twitter are reading. So, and how you can take that same content and use it there. It just, and I see booms, holy cows,
Nice.
totally mind blowing from Susie Nelson, mind
Okay.
blown.
Very good. That's what I'm going for. And here's the reason I wanted to put it in a simple sequence, step by step for you, because most people post a video and leave. Yay, I got my video on YouTube. No, you are missing an additional 60 share opportunities in the case of doing these 10 little 1-minute videos. And you don't want to be doing that, because that you're not getting that full oomph that you could from that initial one. So excellent. Just making sure everybody's here. Okay, so now you have reached social media stardom with the way that you put content everywhere. And that way you can now be seen and heard. But we're not done yet, because we're going to strip that video and get the audio. You go to audio-extractor.net. It takes seconds to do, and now you can run your video and create a podcast that you can post on iTunes, Stitcher, or any of the audio receiving platforms. I literally just picked 2 of the top ones here. I only gave us 2 points for this, but if you want, you can actually start to post now the audio version of what you just said anywhere that you want. And it's all for free, okay, for a total of 225. Okay, now I'm going to bring up the platform actually that I do not use a lot, because my target market is not here. However, that doesn't mean I won't teach it to you, because if your target market is millennials, this is the platform for you. Facebook even wants to buy them because they know that's where the millennials are going. 77% of college students use Snapchat daily. So you can use memories on Snapchat that you would, and you just cut out the video into 10-second snippets, creating another 100 snaps. That gives us 325 shares. Then you would save those snaps to your phone, upload to Instagram stories, and we got another 100, and that's 425 shares. 30 minutes to, over 400 pieces of content. So you get so busy creating more content that you forget to leverage the content that you have. All right. So that was the main core. Now I'm going to take it into some bonus content here. And these are just strategies that most people, maybe you heard them, but you're either forgot them or you're not doing it. I'm bringing these up because I need you to be doing them. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. So there's 3 places that you must use keyword technology now, and that is your blog posts, YouTube, and Google+. Now, the reason is all 3 of these are tightly integrated to Google, all right? We know Google, the god of the internet. In fact, Google+ is one of the most neglected social media platforms, and it is the only platform that is immediately indexed by Google. So if there's a keyword phrase that you want to dominate, you just need to understand Google Plus better and get it up there. Okay. Now, the other important platform for you to understand that is keyword based as well is LinkedIn. Not because of Google in this situation, but because LinkedIn was created as a search engine for human resource users. And so it has an off the hook search algorithm. Now, it is literally so good that I have gotten almost all of my international speaking gigs from LinkedIn. And here's the best part. I have never gone after any of them. They find me here, they offer me a gig, and then we're done. The 2 latest that I got, which was Brazil and China, with no promotion on my part, except for the keywords that I use in my profile. Okay. And so that is the key area. This is a real SEO story. This is where keywords must be leveraged. And so as casual as you are in your Facebook live titling, and then all the other places, as soon as you hit the YouTube, the blog, and the Google+, you do need to take some time to take a look at your headlines. The next one is a cool method for those of you who have a book or a chapter in a book, and maybe a VA, a virtual assistant or something like this. This is what I have been doing with my guys, is I gave my book to my VA, and then I told them to take, a highlighter and use green for blog posts and blue for LinkedIn and Facebook posts, yellow for Google+, and pink for tweets. You can do this yourself and then send it to them, or you can have them do it. And then they take that content and they start to retype, or if you gave them to them in electronic form, then they can just grab and start to post crazy amounts of volume out of something you've already created. Then you just have them queue it all for you. And then let's not forget the best converting tools still on the market. And again, we talked about this in webinar number 2 under landing page and list building, and that is email marketing. All right. So now you can integrate all of these into an evergreen campaign. When you do that amazing blog post, you do an email and put it in your regular autoresponder series and have them just go read that blog. Just because you did that blog maybe 3 months ago does not mean the content's no longer relevant. And so that new person coming into your list should be going to read that blog post because it's content that you've produced, and should be, of course, you're sending them to social media elements. You're evergreening all of the content, especially the video. And so you're sending them individually in email. So a lot of people say, I don't know what to put in my autoresponder series. Any blog post that you've done or any video that you've done, especially, you can send them to that in a sequential manner. And then you can also get into a cross promotion later, where you will promote somebody else and they will promote for you. All right. So, literally, it's constantly giving your subscribers fresh content, plus leveraging, once again, everything that you have already done. And now, does this make sense? Now, for those of you, another little bonus strategy here, for those of you who, like myself, do teleseminars, telesummits, and interviews, that means people have contacted me and said, will you be a part of, something that I'm doing, right? As part of the contract, I always include that I get a copy of the video or audio to do with what I want, okay? So then, I'll do the interview, type of thing, and boom, they will send me the content, and then I will repeat what we just did above on someone else's content that they created for me, and already promoted to their audiences. So now I am getting double the exposure once to their audiences, and now I'm going to blow it out the door for my audience. And as another bonus here, it is easy to queue and organize your content. You can use a tool such as Hootsuite. This is the tool that I use. And you can use any tool out there, though, for content distribution. You can queue literally your entire month up all at one time, and then have it go out. That's what in many situations for me I will do. I don't do it. Again, I have virtual assistants, or I should call them staff. I have staff that do this for me. All right, so the bottom line is content is not your problem. In 30 minutes, we produced over 400 pieces of content to be shared. The problem that you're having is understanding what to do with it, okay? So content creation is about 3 simple steps. In the case now, step 1 is we shoot the video. So Facebook Live has literally changed the game for us and made this a no-brainer, easy thing to do. And again, if you're not using it, go back to webinar 1 and find out more about Facebook Live and get your butt in there, because we are at the early stages. Step number 2, you transcribe it. And step number 3, you share it like crazy. And the numbers that I've been quoting here, don't even consider that somebody else shares your content. So you can see how 400 shares can equal 500 shares, if not more. And that's when you'll have people start to say to you, wow, I see you everywhere. People say that to me all the time. You're everywhere. When quite frankly, I'm not really. I just know how to leverage my content. So what you want to do here is you want to take a small effort and turn it into a big windfall. All right. Again, please tell me that your mind has been blown. Okay, so here we go. What I want to do now is I want to help make this really easy for you. And all you have to do is think and shoot and share. Okay, so everything that you need has been put together into one system called the Science of Social Media. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this system and why it's so critical that you've got all the steps. You know what you need to do. You can watch this video training again later and just follow along the formula, okay? But here's the thing. I've made sure that you are completely and utterly educated on the strategy and understanding of each of the pieces that you need to do this with, okay? So in this system, you're going to get everything that you need for Facebook Live. You're going to be an early adopter. You're going to master the technology. You're going to get my step-by-step guide, the video trainings, the cheat sheet, the mind map, the resource guide, everything that you need, okay? That way, you're going to have that solid foundation to grow your content machine from. This will literally begin your journey of calmness, and you can get off that content crazy train. But here's the thing. Now that you have the content from your Facebook Live, and again, you can watch this video over and over, I want to make sure that there's no gap in your knowledge about one of the other social media platforms. So here's what I've done. I've removed all the gaps and made this as easy as possible for you. Does that sound like a good idea? So next, I'm going to help you master Facebook. I'm giving you everything you need for Facebook. In fact, so you're going to get the how-to guide, checklist, cheat sheets, mind maps. All these things are mind-blowing. They make it so easy for you, especially the checklist. Have you done this? Did you do this? Then did you do that? Click, 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 tick, tick, tick. Okay. Understanding Facebook video, all the training videos, and in fact, on Facebook, I've gained international attention because of the articles that I've written on this subject. You're going to get the same details for Twitter. Okay, Twitter, a lot of people underestimate the power of Twitter. I have over 50,000 followers over on Twitter. They are my main source for list building. Okay, and so I go over that. What do you do and how do you find your exact target market over there? Plus, you get the check sheet, the checklist, cheat sheet, how-to guides, and step-by-step videos. It is the main area that I use to build my list. Then you're going to get the coveted LinkedIn. Okay, I've made almost $1 million from LinkedIn thanks to deals and speaking gigs that I've gotten. And I'm going to show you all the details of how I constructed my profile along with the checklist so you can follow along. All right. And I provide that same for YouTube. And again, how do you master the #2 search engine in the world? And particularly when it comes to keyword selection, how do you go and find that and then integrate it so that you're leveraging and getting penetration into the market that you need to get into? And again, you're going to be like the early adopters of YouTube era. For Facebook Live and content creation, again, PewDiePie, Felix Jelberg, he made 124 million bucks. Imagine what it would be like for you 8 years from now, because this is when he started his journey as an early adopter on YouTube. Then the neglected but most powerful when it comes to search engine placement is Google+. I've gained international recognition for magazine articles that I've published. And so every time that I want to penetrate a keyword fast, this is where I go to do it. I'm going to get you all the details that you need on Instagram marketing. Again, it is the second most powerful social media platform next to Facebook as far as growth is concerned. And in fact, just using Instagram as her primary marketing tool, Deanna Monique built her multi-million-dollar hair extension business, and this is what she uses. You're going to get full detailed training for Periscope. Again, I've gotten international recognition for articles that I've written on this platform, and that is kind of like the Facebook Live for Twitter, okay? And then last but not least, everything you need to know about Snapchat, the millennial market option. And now, even though all of these will rock your world, transform your marketing, and fill in any of the missing gaps you may have, I want to give you more. Who here likes more? Let me hear you type in more if you would like more right now, because I want to double my offer and guarantee your results, but I need to know that's what you guys want to. What's happening out there,
Yeah, I
Dave?
see a lot of streaming more there, Tracy.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Here we go then. You've got all this system in place, which is awesome. It's truly mind-blowing, the content. But here's what I want to do to help guarantee your results. And that is I want to spend 3 days with you, okay? In Hollywood, California. I want to take you from how do you create your message? How do you establish your niche market? What should you be saying? What do you do more detailed in social media? What do you do with list building and landing pages and all of those elements? To details about how do you get on TV, publishing, speaking, online marketing. So you have the entire 4 strategies in detail that I use actually to reach millions with my message. You're going to get the complete online blueprint for you by time you leave. And this is truly an intense, life-changing, empowering, transformational event, and the results are guaranteed. The next one I'm doing is November 10th to the 12th. It is right around the corner, and I want you to join me so that you can catapult your results right now, okay? You see, those 3 days are the blueprint to the complete conversion system for being online. And I'm going to cover all of it because as awesome and as important as social media is, it is only one of the pieces you need, and I want you to have it all. This is literally the full formula to making money while you sleep and play. So again, hey, if you're ready for this, put your phone number in the chat. I'm going to have somebody give you a call. Reserve your seat now. In a few seconds, you're going to find out, how exciting this is going to be. It's at the Lowe's Hotel. Literally, when you step out, you're going to run into all these amazing things right at your feet. Huge, beautiful top pool looking at the Hollywood sign. And right by the Groma's Chinese Theater, where you can go put your hand in Shirley Temple's, Cary Grant's. This is truly kind of the red carpet celebrity experience. By time you learn, earn, and connect. Again, everything is in the area that if you're new to this area, my goodness, you've got to come. And there's still plenty of time to do that. There's so many cool things around here. Again, you may just run into 007, have a shot at touching George Clooney there, maybe even share a box of chocolates with Tom Hanks. And last but not least, you are a very close ride to Rodeo Drive. So for those of you who do not get to hang out there enough, it's awesome. So the whole value of this program is $1,997. Okay, you're not going to be paying that today. You have seen things like this. If you guys are willing to spend your time and show up right now, I'm willing to do what it takes to make sure that you get what you need for as low a cost as I can possibly do. So right now, you're going to save 90%. 197 gets you all of this: the ticket for 3 days of training with me and the science of social media, the entire online system. All right. If you go to fastactionresults.com/offer, there is where you're going to get $197 for everything. Again, this link is limited, which means when it's gone, it's gone. Okay. So if you're watching right now, go and grab it while you can. And that's not it. I'm going to triple my offer to help guarantee your results and make sure that there is no holes in your entire online presence. I'm going to do this by providing you with a product called FTC Guardian. Okay, so it is software that generates all the online forms you need to protect yourself from the Federal Trade Commission so that you can post this on every site that you have and never risk the wealth and business that you fought so hard to build. This is kind of a gift that I give to you to make sure that everything is safe that you're putting online. Again, the whole value of this now is $2,500 almost. You're going to get it today for $197. That's over 90% savings by just going to fastactionresults.com/offer. And then I'm going to give 2 more things because believe it or not, there's more. One is for everybody, okay? You buy tonight and this is yours. And the other is for fast action takers. So if you've bought already, congratulations, this bonus will automatically be yours. If you're thinking about buying, go fast because what's coming up is actually worth already more than the value of this entire program. So, hey, if you've bought already, put your name in the chat area and Dave can welcome you to the community. And then I will know that you were one of the fast and first action takers. So here's the first bonus. This is for everybody. Okay, it's going to help to 10x my offer. And that is, normally this program, you get access to it for a year. Okay, but I want to make it so that you never have to worry about time. I'm going to waive the 1-year license and give you lifetime access to the system. All right, that is literally priceless. But here's why it's really great. Those that bought like the very first version of this system, they've already received an additional 41 video trainings for things like Periscope, Facebook Live, Instagram, and Snapchat. Things that came along after they had already bought the system, didn't even exist at the time. Plus, they got all guides, cheat sheets, checklists, and more. And just last week, I added another 10 I know I had a lot of newcomers in last week. You'll have already been notified that you got even another 10 new trainings this week. All of those were about strategy. And you're also going to continue to benefit from this. As new platforms are added, you automatically get them. And I think it's pretty safe to say that more platforms are going to be coming. And so you're not going to have to spend any money kind of in the social media arena, really, again. Do you like that? Yes or yes? You can save hundreds of dollars knowing that the information that you're going to get in the future for social media is coming out of something that you already paid for. And even more valuable, I am going to be turning this into a membership site. And in fact, it's just weeks away from becoming that. And that new membership site is going to be monthly, which means somebody can pop in. You're going to have access to everything for whatever it is per month. And when you drop out, you lose access to everything. Well, when you buy right now, you will never pay a monthly due. You will get lifetime unlimited access. Okay, and then here we go. That's for everybody who buys right now. And then for the final bonus, and it's a doozy, but it's only for the first 10, because again, I award fast action takers. I'm going to do an online review of your online assets, your brand, social media, website, market funnel, all of it. It's $1,000 value. Someone from my team, you're going to get on a recorded call with them and go over the results with you so that you're going to know exactly what your next step needs to be to increase your conversions. And here's what I know for a fact. Of all the reviews that I've done, over 92% of them had a weak point so deep they were losing thousands of dollars, clients, speaking engagements, and referrals. And it was happening in under 7 seconds. So don't let that be you. Because quite frankly, what you don't know, you don't know. So I recommend really get this now. If you were to buy this for this is even the bargain of the century. Make yourself a fast action buyer, get all the bonuses, lifetime access to the system, 3 days of live training with me in Hollywood, California, website review so you can successfully engage with your prospects and reach millions with your message. And quite frankly, if you don't do it, your competition will, and they may just be on this call. So if you ever wanted a crystal ball to your future of your business, this is your chance. And again, it's $197 for everything, fastactionresults.com/offer. All right. Plus, you're going to receive the weekly social media planner as well. This is a really cool tool. It helps you plan your success for every step of the way. So the bottom line is you just have to hit rinse and repeat and run the entire system from end to end. And here's just a brief capture and overview, rev.com, of exactly the steps that you need to take. And this is for each element that you have. And I wanted to make it easy, formulaic, so that you can follow it and really even teach somebody else to do this for you, which is ultimately where you want to get. And once you get this in, though, can you imagine having over 400 pieces of content out there for every 30 minutes that you produce? It's a month's worth of content easily in such a short amount of time. Okay. There's that, what I told you about, how to get your audio out of there, and then into Snapchat, and then into Instagram, and then voila, $197 for everything. And welcome to the science of social media. Now, for those of you, I promised my copy of the Content Creation Handbook. All you have to do is pull out your phone and text the word share to 310-879-1975, and that's it. It's going to come to your email box and your phone. Okay. Again, I want to thank you so much for sticking around. I've covered as much as I can, and I hope you found it useful. Put that in the box if you did, if you got some good value about it. I always love feedback. In a few minutes, I'm actually going to be taking some questions about the system to clarify anything that you have and need to know about. For those of you who've already purchased, welcome. Automatically, emails will start to send you into the system. And for the first 10, you're going to be getting another link that will connect you to the calendar so that we can book a spot. All right. And again, here is your access to the Content Creation Handbook. I hope you thoroughly enjoy. I'm going to pop out here now. And again, there's the link. And I'm just going to go through and see if there was any questions. Okay. Awesome. Speaking. Okay. Huh. Time consuming, mentally straining. Yes, I'm getting traffic with my content. And that's really good, Tawana, for if you're getting traffic to your content already, can you imagine now just taking that content and blowing it out the door instead of constantly creating, as you say, mentally straining new content? Awesome. A good place to start. Well, if you've just started, this is the place that you want to get started. That way you have the structure in place. I don't know what that creaking noise was, guys. Very weird. Okay, cool. Yes, 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 yes. Going through all the readies. Awesome. Thanks for playing all out. If you recorded Facebook Live. Yeah, you can change it to people see it after. Yes, you can to public. Okay. On my site, and then share the link to drive traffic to my website. Yeah, so one of the questions was, should I embed the YouTube video on my site? The answer to that is yes. So you know how we shared it to everything, right? What you'll also do then is, and I didn't even talk about this, which is more content, is you can then take that video and create a blog post from it. And so let's go here for 1 second. Let me show you the sequence to that, because that was a great idea. I'd even forgotten about that. So we have, let's see, these 10 videos, and then we've shared them, right? Okay, so now what you would do is you're going to take those 10 one-minute videos, and let's get rid of that. I don't know what the number is. I'll actually do a recalculation later. But you're going to post it to your blog. And so, yes, great idea. And then you can get this transcribed for free, right? You will go get it transcribed for free using the audio-extractor.net. And then you will take that transcription, that audio, and you can get that transcribed as well if you want on the rev.com. And then you can post the words on your blog post. And of course, then you have the video as well. And again, this is a place that you SEO. So, and I'm just going to put this here as a reminder for me, and post to your blog, because yes, now we actually have, I'm just going to do this for myself for later, another 10 posts, plus you have the original post, which you would do this to as well. So now we've got kind of a total of 11. Okay, another 11 posts, and that will go to your blog, and then yes, direct traffic is there. Okay. What is, okay. What I learned to do, a meme. Oh, okay, you're welcome on the information on how to do a meme. Make it sound so easy. Scary part is being able to do this. And it's not, here's the beautiful part. It's not so much that it's scary. And I'm hoping I've taken the fear away. That was my point, is I wanted to make this very formulaic and step-by-step so that it's not so scary. In the beginning, the first time you do it, it's going to take you some time, right? But trust me, when you get this down to part of your pattern of what you do, and then you're like, okay, here's this, do this, and you get, blah, 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 and do this, and then boom, click, 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 click. It becomes very quick, easy, and very return on investment. Your return on investment becomes absolutely huge. Okay. Awesome. Holy cow. Boom, boom, boom. Mind blown. Okay, cool. We have to, yes, to start this all off. Where do you start it all off? The question was, how do I start this again? Bring you back to the very beginning. You're going to create one 30-minute video. Okay? No, they asked about the 100 snippets and that. No, I was just making, that was actually a random number. You could do 20, you could do 50, you could do 500 if you want. Okay? There is no limit to snippets on Instagram and all of that. Awesome. Somebody fainted. Okay. Overwhelming. Sounds exciting. Great, great, great. More, more, more. Love more. Awesome. Okay, cool. Please email info. Great. I've got that. Let me grab this email address for new purchaser. Welcome. Okay, good. And is that somebody else? Great. Awesome. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Susie. Okay. Charlene, we can talk about all of that offline. You've purchased the program earlier. Yes, I want you to come to, Charlene, I want you to get out here to LA. And we could actually partner you with somebody else and you can share the cost of the hotel room. I've got a great partner for you. Awesome. Adana's going to be there. Wonderful. Okay. Yes, I want you to make that work, Charlene. Okay. Okay, cool. So Karen, you believe that you purchased earlier. We will look into that. If you did purchase earlier, then you got your ticket to the event. We'll get you information, and I'm definitely hoping you're going to be there. Yay. Madonna's going to be there. Future dates. I don't have future dates right now. Historically, we have done the Business Online Mastery twice a year. For those of you who have been following me in this last year, my mom's not well. She's currently in hospital. I was up in Nova Scotia for 4 months caring for her. I came back actually to do this event that's coming up in November. And afterwards, I'm going back up. I'm going back up to Nova Scotia. So my schedule is, pretty much devoted to clients. And so I can't predict right now when the next one will be. So if you can make it go right, make it go right. Cool. Here's Karen. Over the top value. Thank you, George. Yes, Karen, if definitely, if you've gone ahead and purchased and we find out that you have already purchased, we will totally refund you. Thank you for your eagerness. Recorded, no. So one of the questions was, is the event, the Business Online Mastery, is that event broadcasted or streamlined? The answer is no. It's very intimate. The transformation occurs in that room. And so it's, 60 people that, because it's just me with you, and very, that's how it becomes so transformational. The other question was, are we video recording it? The answer is yes, we're video recording it, but the video costs $4.97. And why does it cost that? It costs us a fortune to do the video, all the editing, the video camera crew that's there, all of it. So it's not a free thing. So quite frankly, it's cheaper to attend almost. But if you want to purchase the video, the answer is yes. Yes, the first two webinars were on the site quantumleapbusiness.com. In fact, as soon as this one's completed, this one will join it. Okay, so, oops, I don't know where I just went there. Oh. Hopefully I can get back. All right. So let me just quote you here. Let me just show it to you. Quantumleapbusiness.com. And you'll notice the video we did here will actually be popping in here for the replay. I already signed up. Yes, you did. Good. You will get FTC Guardian as well. For those of you who signed up who didn't feel like you got it, it's actually it's on the welcome page of the Science of Social Media system. Good. Thank you. Thank you so much, Tawana, for that feedback. Appreciate it. No, I cannot reduce any of this price. If you already have a ticket from something else and you've purchased, because Donna, the tickets that you bought, you get the money back. So there is no, and if you want to, again, gift the ticket to a friend, you're welcome to do that. California event. Oh, okay. Cannot attend. Okay. What is the best blog site to use? The answer to that is WordPress under your master site. I'll be talking about that at the event. If you have it, I will check, Karen, and we'll get back to you. Does this purchase include the membership? Yes, it does. You will never pay for it again. When the Science of Social Media becomes a monthly membership, you'll actually be given a user ID and password for that new system, and you will not have to pay again. Oh, cool. Yeah. You can definitely use this in nonprofit. All of this technology applies to nonprofit, especially I think Facebook. There's a lot of Facebook and video stuff, and the more you promote, I mean, if you look at even larger places like United Way and anybody who needs to be fundraising, they're doing TV promotion. Well, you can do Facebook Live and then blow it out the box promotion. Okay, and quite frankly, all of it's free. Still going through them, still going. I think we're almost at a wrap. I've done this before, would love to come. I know you can't come this year, Cheryl. I'm going to totally miss you. I do have a roommate, someone looking for a roommate, for those of you who want to come. Okay, cool. Found it. Okay, great, Karen. Okay, that was all the questions, guys. And so I so appreciate the time that you took for hanging around, being here, and sharing your time with me today. And for those of you who bought, I'm very grateful and welcome to the community. Thank you, Cheryl. She said, Dave and I are both incredible. I very much appreciate that. Susie says, I appreciate the webinar today. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback, guys. So have a great rest of your day. I will post this up for you so you can watch it again, because I know it was a heck of a lot to consume in a very short amount of time. And have a great rest of your day. And I totally look forward to seeing those shortly who are going to be coming to the Business Online Mastery. It is off the hook. I guarantee it. Okay, so goodbye and bye for now.